What's going on, everyone? This is Eric, and this is probably going to be the last video of the season. I haven't decided whether I'm going to break this up into the last tournament breakdown as its own video, and then do a separate season recap, or we'll include the season recap here. By the end of the video, I will have figured that out, depends on how much time it takes me to get through these. So, really nice close to the tournament, both of all from a scheduling perspective and from a performance perspective. To have these six games, to close out this season, is awesome, and I'm really glad that you guys did this. So we're going to go through again, kind of game by game, the statistics we're looking for. We're going to look at from a team perspective, from an individual perspective, and then we're going to do a season recap where we see how our goals were met, where we came up short, and kind of where we're going from here. So I guess I'm going to try to do these in order. First game, DC United. And again, you should already know by now what I'm looking for here. Um, so we are looking for an effective field goal percentage of 55% or higher. And interestingly, you came up short here. You won the game, but it was a low scoring game, and you guys really didn't play all that well. And the effective field goal percentage bears that out. 51% effective field goal percentage is really below your standards. 16% turnover rate, just a little bit above that 15% that I asked for. And then even the 23% offensive rebound percentage is a little below the 30% that I kind of asked for. So overall, even though you guys won pretty handily, I consider it a win only because you won probably just because the team you were playing was pretty bad. And again, that's part of analytics is kind of trusting the numbers and not getting all bogged down in wins and losses, because wins and losses are not predictive of future wins and losses, but statistics are. So that's what we really focus on here. So let's take a look again at the shot chart and see what we did in this game. The bad twos and this, that, and the other thing. Let's take a look. DC United. And again, this is actually not bad. Two, three, four bad twos out of 40. So you're right there. So I don't have too many complaints, except to say that at your level, you should really be striving for these perfect shot charts. Now, I will say that you finished around the rim rather nicely. So honestly, it's just the fact that you missed threes that kept you down, and these two bad twos from over here. So overall, even though you didn't execute well, I still think the planning was pretty well, because your shot selection only had less than 10% bad twos. All right, let's take a look at the stats from this game. The individual, sorry about that. Let's see who did well here. We had Justin 1 for 8 from three. But again, I mean, that's just part of variance. I have no problem with that. Isaiah 0 for 3 from three. We'll see what the rest of the tournament looked like, but this is not great, obviously. And Brandon just took two, nothing to be gleaned from that. Turnovers, a couple of you had two, not a big deal. Overall, just a pretty okay performance. Like, this wasn't going to beat anybody any good, but it was good enough to beat the team that you played. So very, very nice. Okay, let's move on to the next game, which I think was the game you lost, New World. I really forgot the order, so we'll not let's get rid of this one first. Let's do the one that you lost. So against New World, you lost 55 to 56 or whatever, and there you have it. I mean, this is 48% effective field goal percentage, is not going to work. And it's too bad, because if you even ran close to normal, you would have beaten this team, and then you would have been 6-0. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but very important to point that out. All right, turnover rate, very, very good, kept below that 15% threshold. Your offensive rebound percentage was a little bit low as well. So between these two items, and that's what obviously led to the loss. Let's take a look at the shot chart. Now, I will say again, I mean, you almost did it for me. I mean, I asked for a perfect shot chart. You almost did it. You've got to be able to give me one this season, right? I got one from the other team. I got one from the 7-16s too. This is close. This is close, just not quite there. And again, we just kind of ran cold from three here. So overall, I'm very happy with the shot selection. It was just a question of execution. And again, you can click through these here and see how many of these were contested, how many, whatever. Let's take a look at the individuals. We have from the New World game. Uh, Justin, you listen, no shame, man. I love it. You're shooting 14 threes. That's what I want. Isaiah, another kind of limping into the finish line type game. Another 1 for 8 from three performance. Not great. Not going to lie to you. Josh missed them all. So again, I'm not too worried about, if you're taking wide open threes and you think you can make them, or statistically you've shown that you can make them. Yeah, Isaiah. Again, I came into the season suspicious about whether you were a reliable 3-point shooter, and I have to tell you, at the end of the season, the jury is still out. I mean, honestly, you're obviously your toughness down low and your physicality down low is clearly your top asset. I still think that you could get into the gym and become a better 3-point shooter. I think that it was good that you got the opportunity to do this season, but I do think that there's a work to be done before you can be a legitimate 3-point threat. But we'll get to that in the season. Recap: Brandon, solid 3 for 4. Brandon V needs a little bit of work, but I like the shot selection. All right, let's go to the next game. And that would be, well, no, now we're in no particular order here. I think that let's do why not House We Built. You want all the rest of them. Let's see, 65, 61. Let's take a look at the stats. Wow, look at this. You got 65 points, but again, it certainly wasn't because of good field goal percentage. So 46% effective field goal percentage. But what was good here is that you kept control of the ball. So 10% turnover rate is extraordinarily strong. Let's take a look at the shot chart here for House We Built. Oh, no. 4, 7, 9, 11, 11 out of 55. Man, I'm going to chase you guys down in college. And if I see you guys taking bad twos in college, I'm going to be very, very upset with you. But then again, like I said, this whole program I'm running here it's for the kids, but it's really for the coaches. I hope to do some more clinics and things like that where I help teach other coaches what this is all about. Because as I mentioned before, for a player, they don't give a crap what I say. You know what I mean? What's a good shot to a player is simply what keeps them in the game. And so that input and that feedback loop doesn't come from me. It comes from the actual coach. So you have to teach the coaches first. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. Okay. Individuals from the game versus House We Built. Let's see. House We Built. It's the right game. Yep. Justin, 2 for 8 this time. There you go, Brandon. Brandon V, 3 for 4. 3 turnovers for Brandon V. That really has been kept under control this season. You started off the season just turning the ball over all day. You've gotten much better with that. Zay, 2 for 5 from 3, but you missed like 1 for 5 at the rim. So again, if you want, you can click through those and see what those look like. Overall, again, just pretty workmanlike performance here, honestly. Ooh, I got to fix this. It's Lorenzo. So this is what we're going to do. We got to change this. We got to find number 40 for him. Okay, I think what ended up happening is I think Spins got your stats for this game. All right, let's go. The next one. What do you want to do first? Panthers, Kalo, or Iverson? Do Iverson. 166.54, and here we go. 68% effective field goal percentage. That's what I'm talking about. That is a big time number. Very, very good. 12% turnover rate. Excellent. Weren't the greatest for his offensive rebound percentage, but from a statistical perspective, this could be one of your better performances for the season. Really, really nice job. Um, even listen, you even kept the bad twos to at least, I guess, a minimum only five. Still, I'd rather you've had less, but you were making your threes, which I like. Well, obviously, I like. Let's take a look at the individuals here. Uh, whoa. Oh, sorry. Box score. Box score for Iverson. Justin, 4 for 6. Again, just keep firing, man. We have a big time sample. Hey, there you go, John. What is this? 8 for 9 and 3 for 3 from three. Let's go. Very nice. Very, very happy to see that. Okay, let's move on to the last two games of the season. Second to last, I think, was the Panthers. 71 points. Let's see what this looks like. 75% effective field goal percentage. Okay. Now we're humming. 24% turnover rate. Again, that's a little high, but I have a feeling this is one of those like near the end of the season, and I've seen them before, like shit shows where nobody played any defense. Ball got thrown around a lot. Seems to make a lot of sense. Offensive rebound percentage is very strong. Let's take a look at the shot chart. Are you going to give me a perfect shot chart as my birthday present? It's not my birthday, but maybe. Let's see. Oh, killing me. I mean, literally just killing me. You can't end the season without at least one of these. Let's look at this. This was your last chance to get me a perfect shot chart. Let's see who did this to me. You know, it's just fitting. Brandon V. Look at this. This was, I mean, probably the worst shot of the year to cost me my one perfect shot chart. Hey, that's the way it goes, Brandon. I just praised you for like 5 straight minutes. Now I have to watch this shot 25 times in a row. I think I'll do that actually. I think I'm going to push this on pause and just ring this up 25 times in a row. This is going to be my what am I my screen share. Just that shot. Just to break my heart. Nonetheless, obviously extraordinary performance. Let's take a look at the individuals. Just right down the line. Spins 2 for 5 from three. Brandon 4 for 7 from three. Brandon V 1 for 3. Plus that shot we will never discuss again. Actually, I should put that on. I'm seriously on the cover page of my website. Justin 2 for 5. Isaiah 2 for 4. Everybody just doing it. Malik 5 for 6. Josh, you struggled a little bit. I think you're just kind of over it at this point. Maybe it's like, oh, enough of the season. I shouldn't say that. When I watched you played really, really hard. But just this tournament wasn't the best. Um, okay. And then for the last game of the season, I think was Kalo. Let's see. 67-55, 67, no, 50% effective field goal percentage. But what was good? Look at this 5% turnover rate. I bet you that made coach very happy to close out the season without turning the ball over. Good offensive rebound percentage, really good. Now, obviously, you're not going to give me a perfect shot chart because you guys don't like me. Yeah, I mean, this is just a wonderful way to get me mad to end the season. Uh, Nonetheless, let's go and look at the individuals. see, from three, nobody really did anything. Justin finished 2 for 7. Isaiah 1 for 4. No turnovers though. Good enough for me. Okay. So do we have time to do our season recap? I have to, no, we don't. Actually, we do. I don't have to be there anywhere. I have something in 10 minutes, but this shouldn't be a problem. For the season, all 40 games. Let's go. By the way, this is a record for most games played by a Crown team since I've been tracking. 50. Oh, I said 55% I wanted. Again, broke my heart. 54.7. Now, obviously, that's extraordinarily good. It was a nice, lofty goal. This is excellent. 16% turnover rate, just barely above the 15 I demanded of you. 31% right there. The shot chart. One day you'll wake up and you'll listen. It's all from the coach, as I've been mentioning. Unless the coach yells at you for taking these shots, you're going to keep taking them. But hopefully, at least you learn something from this. And you guys definitely got better during the season, as far as the bad twos go. We could kind of add this up. We could look at this, but it's over 10%. So you want to add this up? Let's flex my math skills a little bit. 28, 46, 91, 149, 172, 198, 222 bad twos out of 2,000, 199. So about 12%, 13. I wanted you at 10. So technically you failed, but at least, you learned something, I think. And some of you are going to be back next year, unfortunately for you, because you're going to get me yelling at you again. All right. Statistics for the season. Okay. So what did I ask for from you guys as individuals? Well, what I wanted was for you guys to either be able to shoot 55% from two or 38% from three. And if you could do both, you get the prize. And every year, a couple of people get the prize. So let's go through. And there's no actual prize. So let's just look at from two. Let's see. From two, how many of you are over 55%? I imagine, oh my God, Brandon, you got to be kidding me. You really dropped off in the last game to cost me my, I don't want to say MVP, but my double effective field goal percentage winner again. Brandon, man, Brandon, I love you, but you break my heart every freaking season. I shouldn't say that. You've come so far, such a long way. I don't know if you're back next year. I lost track of how many seasons you have left, but hope you do. But if not, I'm really wishing you the best. I mean, you've come so far. You look at the 3-point field goal percentage. I mean, look at some of these numbers, guys. I mean, Brandon Arnold, 46%. Have to tell you, best 3-point percentage since I've been doing Crown for the season. Yep. And 2 years ago, couldn't make one. Literally couldn't make one. Spins, nice, efficient 44. Justin, you'll be shooting 40% for the rest of your life. You just will. And that's great. Isaiah, again, you're right on that number. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a little bit better. What else can I say? Brandon, continue to improve. Josh, continue to improve. All of you just worked so hard. I lost track of who's going to be back next year. But if some of you are back, looking forward to working with you. If you're not, I hope I can see you guys playing at the next level for you, whatever that is, whether it be prep or college or whatever you want to do. You guys are all good kids, and I wish all of you the best. Have a great rest of your summer, and that's it.